Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. So, today we're going to talk about the things we should be incorporating in our diet to help us with our mental health, to help balance those feelings that we're getting of anxiousness or excessive sadness and overwhelm. It's super hard to imagine. Hi, Kathy, how are you? To kind of like revamp your entire diet to, live a certain lifestyle like vegan or plant-based and do it all in a day. That's super overwhelming. But I hope that what I shared with you a couple days ago about some of the things you can begin to eliminate or even, try to live more of the 80-20 rule or really consider the source of where you're getting these things from, that now as we're moving into some things you can include in your diet, that hopefully you feel like there are more options and you don't feel limited or just like, I get this response often, which is like, well, what do you eat? So I always like to, be intuitive about my diet. My body craves crisp lettuce in the summertime and watermelon, and in the fall, I have to have my potatoes and my squash and all of those heartier vegetables. So I think as we are moving through the seasons, the way we were designed is to want and need the things that grow in season. So just a couple of tips for you. I really try to shop from the outer perimeter of the grocery store and eliminate those inner aisles as much as I possibly can. And then when you are in the produce section, try to go towards the foods that are in abundance and on sale, because typically that's what's in season. If you're really curious about exact seasonal foods, you could go to seasonalfoods.org, and it's the most incredible website. I'll put it on the Facebook page, but it's just really resourceful and helpful because it tells you what's in season in your local area, which is super great, right? Because what's in season for me in California might not be what's in season for Michelle in DC. So and then try to not just eat seasonally, but try to include a lot of things that are darker in color. So green leafy vegetables, obviously berries, blueberries, pomegranate, raspberries, strawberries, but things that are high in antioxidant properties are going to help your body process emotions and balance out your hormones a whole lot better than, reaching for something sweet that's not from its natural sweet source, right? Sugar hides itself in 60 different names, and if we could just get our sweet sugarness and sugary flavor from fruits, it would be so much better for you. Okay, that being said, I'm going to talk a little bit more in the email that will go out today about this idea that even if we are eating in season, and even if we are eating whole foods and avoiding processed and refined sugars and things we can't pronounce on the label, even if we're doing all of that, our body is still in a state of depletion, which is really sad if you think about it. And it has nothing to do with you. It's not your fault. It has nothing to do with a habit you have or anything like that. It's simply just a time in which we live. And we don't have access to, foods in their highest nutrient content anymore because, as I mentioned before, there's this, shipment of products or of goods that will sit sometimes in a cooling container for up to 6 months before it hits your grocery store shelf. And so that's tough because not only are they picking it prematurely so it doesn't go bad, right? And when they pick it prematurely, it doesn't have all those enzymes and vitamins and minerals that it needs to really give our body those nutrients. But also, as it's being shipped across the country, its enzyme content is depleting as well. So we're going to talk more about enzymes in the next couple days, but just so you understand that the nutrient content of the food you're eating and the food that you're consuming isn't at its highest capacity. And so I incorporate a multivitamin. And whatever multivitamin you're on, I'm happy to go over it with you. As a nutritionist, I look at labels all the time. That's what I do. And so if you want me to go over what supplement you're taking and kind of give you advice on whether or not it's good for you, I'm happy to do that. But the one that I take is from doTERRA. I like that I can get it in my customized wellness box that I get shipped to me every month. I've just swapped out some Target goods, things that I would normally buy at Target, and I get them from doTERRA because instead of just the 5% back with my Target Red Card, doTERRA gives me 30% back, which is awesome. And these rewards points you can use for free products. So basically I can get free supplements around every 6 months or so. So it definitely pays back in dividends to do it that way. But the reason why I use the doTERRA supplements is because they're made from their whole food form. So instead of taking a supplement that's made in a lab to like mimic nature, and they synthesize and create vitamin D or B or B12 even, or CoQ10, they're getting it from its food source, and so your body recognizes it as nutrition and it knows what to do with it. And I think that's what's been the greatest benefit in using the supplements from doTERRA, is this change in my health has happened because my body is receiving the nutrients that it needs on a daily basis. So as I am, navigating through life, and maybe some days I don't have as much time to prepare something and I have to eat something on the go that's not as healthy as I would want it to be, that I know that I'm taking that necessary step every single day to incorporate a multivitamin that is serving my body, and it's a form of self-care, and it's a form of like just checking off this box that I have taken care of my nutrition for the day. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to share more in the email that will go out, and I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday, and we'll chat soon.